Hi everyone, I hope you're doing okay today. So I keep getting nudged to share this analogy with you, and it keeps coming back and it keeps coming back. So hopefully what I'm about to explain may help you or support you with it, whatever you may be experiencing at the moment. So a few years ago, 2013, I was in a car accident. I was driving the car. The suspension, we found out afterwards, dropped out of the car, but for me the experience was I was driving and the car, I couldn't steer anymore, and we started to zigzag down the road. We turned onto my side of the car, driver's side, which is the right in the UK, and I was dragged. I hit the windscreen, the airbags went off. I must have passed out and was dragged through the window. So this window smashed and my arm in this position was still holding onto the steering wheel, and I had massive damage to this right arm. Obviously physical trauma through the rest of my body, and but this arm, glass smashing, windscreen smashed. I had cuts all over my face, bruised tongue, and I'm really lucky. I'm very, very grateful to still have my arm. Had to have skin grafts on it, and it was literally to this point here of my arm. So yeah, the whole experience was really another part of my awakening journey, actually, and healing, but I'll talk about that perhaps in another video. This analogy is because of the glass and what I've experienced since, because obviously I had to have a lot of glass cleared from this right arm, which was very painful. And also I remember the nurse saying to me, you've got half the road in your arm. So there was gravel and bits of muck and and glass from the car and all of that. And it wasn't just in my arm, the bulk of it was there, obviously, because my arm had direct contact with the ground. But the rest of my body also had shards and cuts of glass in it too. So the reason that I'm sharing this is because since then, every now and again I will get, obviously nearer the time I experience this quite a lot, but over the years as my body's healed, I've had the skin grafts, that's, they got everything out that they could there, but there were so many shards of glass, or it could have been dirt, I don't know, but things that weren't of me, of my skin, that were so tiny and got embedded so deep in my skin that every now and again I would get these little spots, but they're not like normal spots. They would come up like little cuts from underneath. And so I've had that over the past few years. Every now and again I'll go, oh yeah, that seems like, and sometimes it's around where the scars are, where the skin grafts are. Which is sort of logical, but there are almost, and it's usually this side of my body more, because this is the side that had contact with the glass and the ground, that I'll get these spots. I did get some on my face down here at one point, and yeah, so and the analogy that keeps coming up in my mind is, this is buried shit that's working its way out of my body. And it's a perfect analogy for what we're experiencing right now, because there's a lot of stuff that might be our own personal trauma, or things that have been happening in the world that have been buried, that have been so deep and so deeply ingrained or programmed, or just deep, hidden, that we didn't know they were there, or we hadn't dealt with it, or whatever. And my physical body at the moment is working all these. It's happened recently. I've had a few little bits around where the scar is, and on my thighs and on my tummy, actually, odd places that you wouldn't normally get. a spot, but like I say, they're not a normal spot. It's like these cuts. So the little analogies in it are that things are working their way to the surface to be seen and to be felt, and they have to almost recut the skin, and it feels uncomfortable before it can then heal. And the skin, the magic of the body and the skin, can heal itself again. So that's basically it. I could go on, but I don't think that I need to, because I think you'll get whatever this message is. It's coming up to the surface. It may be emotions, it may be physical discomfort, it may be triggers and things from other people in relationships, but it's coming to the surface so that we can look at it. And it may be uncomfortable, it may be itchy, it may be ugly or feel challenging for a little while, but it's coming up so that you can look at it, you can acknowledge it, and if you allow it, see it, validate it, feel it, without resistance, the body, the emotions, your highest self knows what it's doing, knows that in coming up, in allowing it to be felt, to be seen, to be acknowledged, that's where the healing happens. So I hope that helps somebody. Let me know if it does. You can find me on my website, kazkelly.com, and on Telegram and MeWe, and back on Facebook now too, and Instagram, various places. So I look forward to meeting you wherever you may find me. I hope this has helped you today, and I wish you so much love. Keep shining your bright light. You are a wonder, and I love you. Take care.